Welcome back. In previous part, we had seen the orthographic projection of the given figure for the development of the cone, and we had also found out the value of theta using this relation L is equal to r theta, where L is length or the circumference of the cone base, then r is true length of one of the generator, and theta was in radius. So putting the value of L and R, we had got theta is equal to this much in radians, and then we had converted it into in terms of degrees. So approximately we are getting 138 degrees. You may get it as 139 also. So I'll go with 138. You do the value which you get with that. So if I think that theta is 138 here, so I have to get this theta first. So I'll go to arc by center point. The radius we know that is 65. So radius is 65. I'll enter, and sweep is nothing but the theta angle. So that is 138. So that we have to get it here like this. So this is a 138 sweep or the radius 65. So you place it in this way, and then you connect this end to this and this end to this. So now if you check the length of this arc here, again if you go to measure total length and if you click on this, so it is taking all the things. So just if you go for this only one element like this, so you are getting 156.56, but actually it is 157.08. So that approximation is okay here when you are doing it manually. So this you have got, and the angle is 138 you have taken. So maybe if you take 139 as an angle, or 138 point something, what you get after calculation, that if you follow you may get 157.06 or 08 nearer to that. So now we'll go with this 138. We have got it, and if we name these points, so this would be O, and this point would be A, and this would be A. So because OA will be connected to OA, so in between generators we have to get it. So now we don't know the length of B from A or C from B like that. So now we have to divide this arc into 8 equal parts. So to divide this arc into 8 equal parts, when you are doing it manually, what you have to do, you have to take the compass, you have to take more distance, say approximately more distance, say around 90 90 radius. This is approximately, you can take any random distance more than that, and you can bisect the angle. Here I am taking 90, so I will be taking 2 arcs from this A and 1 arc from this A and 1 arc from this end. So like that I have got the arc here. So now if I connect the center of this, if I connect the intersection of this arc to this, so I'll able to divide this part into 2 equal parts. So it is divided into 2 equal parts. So similarly, if I want to divide this into 4, this into 4, again the same method you have to apply. So again from here, say approximately this much distance, say 50 radius. So this distance is approximate, okay, you can take any distance, but it should be more than half. Okay, so this is very much known to you when you are bisecting the angles and all. So again you have got this. So again if you connect the intersection of these two arcs to this, you have divided into another. So same procedure if you repeat further, you will able to divide this cone into 8 equal parts. So half distance. Now again if you want to divide this portion, okay, so from this point you take say approximately here, so 59 or 60, whichever distance, it doesn't matter. Say now if I take 60 here, 60, I'll cut the arc, and again from this end again I'll take 60 and I'll cut the arc like this. So from here again you can connect the lines. Say if I trim this and if I take this point to this point, see here, now I have divided this portion of the circle into 4 equal parts. Similarly, we apply the same procedure and divide it to 8 equal parts. So when you are having computer, you don't have to worry much. You have to go to split, you have to go to this, click on this, click the midpoint of this arc. So somewhere here you are getting it. Click there, then you have got this part and this part. So you click on this, again click on the midpoint, then click on this, click on the midpoint, then click on this, click on the midpoint, click on this, click on the midpoint, click on this and click on the midpoint, click on this and click on the midpoint. Now if I just erase these lines and if I take the now if I connect these points which we have intersected from here to here, then from here, then from this point to this, then from this to this, and then here, and then from here to here. So like this you should able to divide into 8 equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now you can name this as this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E, this is F, this is G, this is H, and back to A. So now what you have got here is, it is called as development of cone. But we don't want to draw the development of the cone. We have to draw the remaining portion of the cone which is cut by this cutting plane. So once it is cut by this cutting plane, so you will be having a line like this from this intersection till this intersection. Now if you connect this to this to this end, so this will be bold, which was shown in the figure. Okay, so which was shown in the figure, bold. So remaining these lines, all these lines what you have further here, all will be thin lines. Okay, so we'll be making them as thin lines like this. So remaining portion is only this E dash to 1 dash till 5 dash, E dash, and this. Okay, so you have to get this one. Okay, so to do this, now we have to again follow the same procedure what we had followed for the pyramid. So OE is the true length which we have considered. So again we have to project this one point here, this one point from here we have to project it on this OE, then this 2 and 8 we have to project it on OE, then 3 and 7 already we have to project here like this, then this 4 and 6 we have to project it here, 5 here. So again we can have the naming here. So this is 1 dash, this is 2 dash and 8 dash, this point is 3 dash and 7 dash, then this point is 4 dash and 6 dash and 5 dashes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all points we have taken it on OE. So once you are taken on OE, you have to measure their distances. So again you go for the distance between, so start distance between this point and this point is this one, then on this point you are getting this much, at this point you are getting this much, at this point you are getting this much, this point you are getting this much. So these are the distances of these points from O. So these are the distances. The distance of point 5 is 25.16, the distance of 4 and 6 is 26.94, and so on. So these distances you have to cut it on this arc. So I will show you here. So first one is A, we have got one point that is 45.84. So 45.84 I'll enter here, and I'll get one point here and another is on this one. Okay, so we have got one point here and another point here. So on OA you have got 1, then you have got 2 and 8. So 2 and 8 distance is 40.95. So say from here 40.95, enter it. So from this BO and HO you have got, then this 5 and 7 you have got 32.5. so again arc on CO 32.5, from here get it here, then 26.94, so say approximately you have a 27, from here 26.94, 26.94 here too, here you have what, and then it is 25.16, so from here 25.16, like this. You just get one arc here. So you have got all these points, 1, then this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, and this is 8. So once you have got all these 8 points, when it is cone and cylinder, you have to connect these points using the curve command. Using the curve command, or you have to follow the smooth curve. Smooth curve you have to use it, and you have to connect, not the straight lines. So smooth curve you have to follow here. Smooth curve. And you have to make it thick. This smooth curve you have to make it as thick line. And once you do that, remaining you have to do only the same. From this 1 to A you have to make it thick. Here also 1 to A, and remaining this entire portion. So this entire you have to make it thick, and you can make it as thick lines. So see here, only this 1A, this curve 1A and this curve you have to make it thick. No need to make this 2B, 3C, 4D, 8H, all these lines should be thin only. Okay, so this would be the development. So if you clear all the things, if I remove the construction lines from here, if I erase them, and if you see what would be the development, you will be getting the development of cone like this. Okay, so this would be the final development what you will be getting. So if you have got a piece of paper from where you cut this A to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, back to 1, and from there if you cut it, and if you connect this 1A to this 1A, you will be getting the development of the cone which is cut in this way. So this would be the solution for the development of cone which is given here. Please go through this and study them. Thank you.